everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and this is my niece Kelly.
Hello everyone.
Today I'm going to start a new series where to show you guys, if you guys didn't prep your lunch and if you had to go out to eat, things that, you know, for example, today I'm at Five Guys and I'm going to show you what they have available that's keto friendly and low carb at Five Guys. Basically I'm doing reviews. Basically what I'm going to do is it good? And is it keto, and is it worth it? Because some of the price points that I'm looking at some of these restaurants, you'll see what I mean in the upcoming episodes. But today right now we're at Five Guys, and they offer two ways. One is that you can get it in a bowl like this, and that's what I'm having mine in. It's basically a bacon cheeseburger, except for ketchup and onions because those have carbs. And Kelly's having hers in a wrap. So basically the same thing, but they just wrap it in a lettuce wrap. All right. So Kelly, why don't you go ahead and take a bite and see? And Kelly doesn't eat fast food, guys. I'm actually making her eat fast food with me in the series that we're doing. She's my fast food review buddy.
I know, isn't this ironic considering the diet?
So go ahead and give it a shot.
And you got me the lettuce wrap too, not even the bowl.
This is cleaner. That's why I like the bowl better. But I didn't have two bowls, so we had to have one of each.
Okay.
And the price point for both of these were about $9.15 plus tax and license. So I'll let you know, is it worth it at the end.
Let's see how it
and
tastes.
all we have is mayonnaise and mustard and hot sauce. No ketchup. So we're gonna give it a shot here, and water.
Try this.
Go for it. So I hope you guys like this series that I'm about to do. I just wanted to show you guys that if you guys had to go out to eat, you know, I'm gonna do all the fast food chains first so that it's easier for you to follow. Then I'll start hitting up some other restaurants. I'm trying to do restaurants where, whether you're in California or in Florida, hopefully you have this type of restaurant available so that way you can relate better. And if not, just kind of get an idea of how to modify the meals to make it keto friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like every place has a barbecue place or
exactly,
like
a Cajun place. And we're gonna go through all that series. We're gonna go to Cajun restaurants and have a nice Cajun seafood feast, show you how to make it keto friendly. We're looking at some locations here. We see, you know, what's that? Buffalo Wild Wings, and we see IHOP and this and that. So we're gonna be running a series on this, okay? So I hope you guys like it, and let me know in the comments if you guys like this. Do you want me to continue doing these series? And if you have any particular restaurants in mind, please let me know. So Kelly, what did you think about the food?
It's pretty good. I personally think that.
And I got a mic.
I personally think that the fillings and stuff like that make up for the lack of the bun. And I don't really usually care too much for the bun, so like this is pretty perfect. It doesn't feel too heavy, and it doesn't feel too greasy or like too buttery, so it works pretty well. And we got the bacon cheeseburger, right? I like the mushrooms, and the bacon's a nice touch, and I also like the pickles on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pickle has a nice little tang to it.
Want a napkin?
Thank you. All right. So as you can see, guys, I listened to you. I did get a mic. Unfortunately, my second mic I forgot to get batteries for, so Kelly doesn't have her own mic, so we're gonna be sharing back and forth. Hopefully you guys can hear as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try mine. How's the season on the patty?
I feel like home cooked is always better, but
of course,
in my opinion, as someone who doesn't eat fast food, it's still pretty good.
So this hasn't. One thing that you used to see is that this has your patties, your cheese. It has grilled mushrooms, bacon, tomatoes, pickles. I mean, low carb and keto friendly, absolutely. So to answer the first question, whether it's keto friendly and low carb, yes, it is. Basically making sure that you minus out the onions and the ketchup because they do have quite a bit of carbs in them. But once you minus those two things out, they're good to go. So I'm gonna try the meat first and see.
Is it sacrilegious if I eat this with a fork and a knife?
Eat it whichever way you like.
It's okay. I'm just not used to it.
We should have got you a bowl as well, but we had to have it both ways so they see. Yeah.
Right, show the option.
So as you can see, there's two options: one in a bowl and one in a wrap. I prefer it in a bowl because it's just cleaner. Everything's just easy to get to. It's like a hamburger salad.
Maybe I'll.
You gotta hold that and bite into it.
I know. That's why I'm gonna give it another shot, and I'll just try to wrap it back in the foil. Want some hot sauce?
No, thank you.
Probably just Tabasco,
Mm-hmm.
right? So should be 0 carbs, 0 calories.
Hot sauce in general is usually low carbs
Yeah.
or no carbs at all.
Yeah.
Especially like Tabasco and stuff like that. So you're safe for that. And Kelly has been doing keto now for 6 months at least. 5 months.
It's been since March.
March, yeah. And she's lost quite a bit of weight already. I'm very proud of her. And how do you feel on keto?
Keto's been pretty good for me. I personally did it because I have acid reflux. So I have a severe form called GERD.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty bad. I got a lot of bloating, got a lot of heartburn every day. It really affected how I lived my day to day.
I remember those times.
Yeah, and I really had to think about what I ate for my meals, and I portioned my meals pretty small. I think I ate the least out of all of my friends. And I just became used to really limiting myself and limiting things that I felt like I should enjoy when I'm at my age, right? So I've had GERD since 7th grade. So ever since then, I haven't been eating fast food. I haven't been eating a lot of heavy carbs. I try to avoid pastas and stuff like that. In college, I didn't really go and eat fast food. So sometimes it made me feel a little left out with my friends when I couldn't really eat with them. But now that I'm on keto, I have it feels like, even though it's a limiting diet, it feels at the same time that I have more options. Like, before I used to avoid red meats, and I used to avoid just a lot of kind of like stuff like this, basically. And now that I get to eat it, it feels like I'm finally acting my age somehow. Yeah.
Now, has keto helped you with your acid reflux or anything like that? Did it minimize it? Anything that you see different?
I definitely see a lot less bloating.
Okay. That I didn't know about with keto.
Yeah. I definitely think it's because of the low carb, or pretty much no carb. So before at night, I had to sleep in a certain sleeping position. I would be on an incline. I would make sure that I'm on my back. Just so many things I had to be attentive of. So now that it feels like I can sleep in more relaxed, I guess, positions, and also the fact that when I ate a meal, even though like I said, it was a pretty small meal, like imagine a rice bowl, it was usually smaller than that. Yeah. And it would keep me full for 8+ hours because of how bloated I was. So I couldn't tell when my body needed food, because I just always felt bloated and I always felt full.
Yeah, I remember you're always kind of like burping or...
Yeah, I was always burping. But now that I think my metabolism's getting a little better because of the lower carbs and like the less bloating, now I can tell when I'm actually getting more hungry and actually get more of an appetite. And
did you get a chance to, I know I didn't ask you this before, but did you get a chance to track your weight, your weight before you started keto and afterwards and stuff like that? I know I can see that you lost a lot of weight, but did you actually track? Because I know you said you didn't have a scale at home.
Yeah, I didn't have a scale at home because the scale that we had when I started wasn't that great. I'm not sure how accurate it was, if it overweighed or things like that. But it said that I started, I would go between 136 to 140 in the beginning. And then now I recently went to a doctor's visit, so I weighed myself there, and they said I was 126.
Okay.
So I guess at least 10 pounds.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. And I did take a break from keto for a few weeks.
That.
Birthday month. So yeah.
She didn't take a birthday day as a cheat. She took a birthday month.
No,
a week.
Yeah.
You took a birthday week, and she went crazy. But
I mean, what can I say? I have a lot of friends who want to eat with me. So.
All right. So there you have it. I didn't even know that keto actually helped with acid reflux, but apparently it does. So that's another benefit of doing keto. All right, let's finish before all the flies come.
And I think acid reflux is a pretty common problem, so it would help a lot of people, especially as you get older.
I know that I used to have irritable bowel syndrome. Remember, after I eat, I have to go use the restroom.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore. I don't have
really?
that problem anymore. Because I used to be really irregular with irritable bowel syndrome, where as soon as I finish eating, everybody knows that we can't just leave the restaurant. We have to actually sit and wait a little bit so I can have a chance to use the restroom before we can leave. And that's gone away too.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So all in all, I think I've had enough and honestly, I've had this quite a few times already.
Like this style?
I personally like it a lot.
Sorry for the sirens.
I personally like it a lot. It's just a nice, clean, filling meal. And it keeps you keto friendly. So this kind of shows you that if you forgot to prep your meal or forgot to bring your meal and you want to make sure that you stay keto, this is another option that you can do. You know, Five Guys. Hopefully there's a Five Guys near you. If there's not a Five Guys near you, again, go to a hamburger place, minus the bun, minus the ketchup, minus the onion. And then mostly everything else. No French fries, no onion rings, any of those things, unfortunately. But just the hamburger itself without the bun, keto friendly. So all in all, I do like this. Price wise, everything I'm fine with at $9.15 or so for this. Portion size, everything is good. It'll get me nice and full. Perfect for a lunchtime meal, even a dinner. In fact, this is dinner for we're having right now.
Like lunch and dinner. And if like the price is a little higher, there's other options. If you don't like the cheese, if you don't like bacon.
Well, the cheese you want. Well, here's the thing.
For the fat.
The cheese you do want for the fat. However, this is American cheese, it's processed cheese, so you could go without the cheese. The hamburger itself should have enough fat content in there for you. If you want to stay a little bit cleaner keto, you could minus the American cheese. If you find a place that has cheddar cheese, Parmesan, any of that's more aged cheese, definitely get those cheese instead of the American cheese. But I just love American cheese on burgers. I mean, I grew up with it, and
it was invented for it.
Exactly. So. And I'm a sucker for that. So guys, go ahead. Do you have anything to say?
Oh no. I guess I was just wondering because when we were talking about the fries and the bun and stuff, have you noticed that since starting keto, you've been craving those less, or is it still hard to not order them?
French fries and stuff, I never really craved or never really ate even without being on keto. I was never a fries person. The only thing I see the difference is that because we cut out the carbs, I don't have that bloaty feeling. You know how after you eat a heavy carb-rich meal, whether it be Chinese food, a pizza, a big hamburger with the buns and the French fries and stuff, you feel full, but you feel full in your belly where you feel bloated, but you feel really solid. I don't have that bloatiness. How about you? Do you get that bloaty feeling on your tummy? That the solidness?
I think I still get a little bit, but mostly because of my acid. Okay. But it's definitely not as terrible as it was before.
Yeah, like that food coma syndrome where you eat full and then you're like, oh, I'm bloated. You gotta release a few holes in your buttons.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope that you found this entertaining, and if you want to see more, please let me know. Kelly has volunteered to be my buddy in this, and just go out around town and try different foods and to record it and bring it to you guys. So until next time, thank you so much for being here. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Kelly, you have anything else?
All right. No, I think I'm good.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.